Here we are, another Friday Night Live, November 18th, 2022. Hope everybody's doing amazing. We had another beautiful day, a little on the cool side. Oh man, winter is just around the corner and around the corner. We had that little snowfall the other day. Most of it's melted, but colder weather's definitely moving in. So hibernation time for many species. They go into their long hibernation, their long dry fast for the winter. And guess what happens when they get up in the spring? They are in a lot better shape than they were when they went in, right? Going through that wonderful phase of nothingness, just being and allowing their inherent design to do what it knows what to do. And that's the dry fasting state. There's no science. There's no theories. It just is. It just is. So, we really wonder, in this modern world, how people are coping with the new realities. New realities. We create our realities through our free will. Every moment by moment, with all the decisions that we make and all the actions we take, we create a reality. And boy, did I create a very challenging one these last few years. And learned a lot. So we embrace and we continue to learn with each facet and the new directions that we take. If anybody can hear me, give me a thumbs up. If anybody's got any questions, suggestions, inspirations, now's a great time. That's what we're here for, to interact, to share, to inspire each other. We smashed a lot of ideals and theories and belief systems, and just sharing what we have been directed as truth. Because when you see these massive, beautiful, metamorphosed transformations that we have not seen prior to master fasting, we have to ask ourselves, there must be some kind of truth in there, you know? And that's the only thing we can base it on. Because trying to figure out some theory of how it actually all happens, we have that basic scratch of the surface understanding, but we don't have to say, you know, we know. We have an idea, and the idea, when people put it forth, the soul does amazing things. The divine does work through the soul amazingly. It's just wow. Never ever ceases to amaze. Magical processes that take place when we embrace fasting lifestyle. You know, what's been happening in the last year and a half, 2 years has been horrific, and most people are walking around, big percentage of people are walking around clueless as what's really taking place. Salin, hello. And for those of us that can see through all the caca, you know, all we can do is support and suggest to others that are maybe starting to awaken or have awoken and don't know which way to go. And they may need a helping hand and directions on how they can clean themselves up to avoid catastrophe from the choices they have made. So that's what we're here for. And, you know, if they take everything away from us, we need to learn how to improvise and do the best we can. When, you know, all these tools, beautiful, wonderful tools that we have at our disposals now, we may be taking it for granted. They may not be here forever. You know, if we're able to forage for our own herbs, wonderful. You know, and everybody, even in cities, you can be able to find herbs in some areas that, you know, in the cities are going to be much more polluted. So you're going to have ways of cleaning up, you know, and we use ozone, and we love ozone. Ozone is just beautiful and wonderful. One of the Nikola Tesla's inventions over 100 years ago, and it's one of the things that can help us in these modern times of diabolical chemical use, pollutants, and so on and so forth. So, you know, we have these wonderful tools that we can use. And if you have no power, well, you have a 12-volt system, you can use it, you can run it off a car battery. You know. So there's always choices of what we can do and how we can help ourselves and others. But it's not an easy task to clean out the abominations that some people have chosen, a lot of people, most people have chosen to put inside their, you know, inside themselves, to eat the carrot, I guess you can say, chosen to eat the carrot. Free will. Free will. Ones who were forced because of work, and they felt they were in a hopeless state because financially they couldn't go on without any form of income coming in. Those will be spared in the sense of higher order and soul. They will be spared, but the physicality of the challenges, they're going to still have to deal with that. So if anybody that you know, you can send them our way into the MFS realm, and so they can learn how to take charge of their own health, because it's becoming more and more important to be able to not rely on a system that's been created from the start, from the initial start, on diabolical philosophies. And that's my opinion. Everybody can believe whatever they want because we have free will. But from what we've seen the last 3 years, it became way more clear, even though I was looking at this 30 plus years ago, right? 33 plus years, 34 years ago, and saying there's something wrong with this system. And the more I got into researching, I found, wow, this system really is all completely made up just to control, to enslave, and to, eliminate. Harsh word, but if you can't see what's going on, they're going full force right now. So we need to push out a wake-up call here. Hopefully more and more people wake up. It's happening, but it would be nice if we could do it at a faster pace, but everything happens exactly the way it's supposed to happen, or it wouldn't happen. So we work with whatever we have, and we do the best we can in the situations we're in. Right? We're in very, very peculiar times, I guess you can say, too. Who would have ever thought it would have been in this lifetime right now? That's what's being played out has been written in the holy books. It's all being played out. And people can deny it, but that's okay, it doesn't matter. We all have free will to choose what to do, what to believe. That's okay. Because when we face higher order, what are we going to be facing? We're going to be facing our soul. Our soul knows exactly everything, all the choices that we've made in this life experience, and we're going to have to face that one day. Sooner or later, we'll all jump the fence and leave the physicality. Some of us want to live forever in physicality. Okay, well, enjoy, because the limitless realms are the beauty is unexplainable in this realm and uncomprehendable. Yeah, we have beauty here, absolutely, in this physical realm, but we're limited by matter. In the limitless realms, we're not limited by matter. It's all energy. This realm we have limits of things, certain things, unless we crack the code of breaking through to the understanding of how matter's created, and then we can uncreate it. As the master himself, Christ, has shown with many, many witnesses. Whether people want to believe it happened or not is irrelevant. Joe Choice. We had great masters of the past. And beautiful, beautiful teachings. Wonderful teachings. So, when we making our choices moment by moment, it would be wise to base it on principles of higher order, whatever belief system you have, embrace it, work with it. Maybe it's not something that you can believe, and so you continue to search. And when you ask the proper questions, the answers will show up, the teachers will show up, what you need to learn. That's how it's always been for me, most of the time. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door shall be open. Ask and you shall receive, and something like that, right? These are basic universal laws that we have to work with in this and the limitless realms, because those basic laws are universal. They're not only for this planet. Quiet night tonight. We've been suggesting for 8 years now, coming to 8 years, to embrace a fasting lifestyle. Not a fasting event, but a fasting lifestyle. Yes, you can have a beautiful and amazing event, which has blown everybody away with people going through their events. But the thing that'll blow us away even more would be living and loving it, and continue to live and love it day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, decade after decade. No matter what happens, no matter how many times we fall, we continue to pull ourselves up and keep going, because whatever else out there is scary to me anyway. All this theory stuff is just very, very dangerous place to fall in the belief system of the theories. It's dangerous. Most people choose those routes. have every right to. Who am I? I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm no expert. There's many, many, many experts out there people can follow in every subject, in every different category. It's an expert that you can learn from and follow. So, but that, all I can say is be weary of the experts. My saying is anytime somebody claims they're an expert, run the other way. Because how can you be an expert on anything in this realm, especially in this realm? How can we be an expert on anything? We can have experiences and knowledge from those experiences, and that's what we share in this realm. We're no experts. We can be specialized in things because we've had a lot of experiences and we've learned from many of those experiences and other people's many, many experiences. So we can learn from all that, and we can assist others in having an easier way to purge. That's all we're doing here, is right? It's purging, and the whole basics of what we do is just to purge and purge and purge out obstructions over and over and over continuously as best we can, and use the tools that we have available to pull us through the difficult, challenging times that pretty much most of us will have to entertain. Those healing reactions from our ancestral lineage and genetics, and of course our lifetime habits, lifestyle choices. And can we escape them? No, pain is part of the healing process. We can help assist to allow these superglued obstructions in the physical, mental, and emotional. They're superglued. Think about that. And we have to break them free, and then we have to get them dislodged and purged out of the body. It's there's a lot going on to do that at all levels. Different parts of the physicality, which are attached to mental and emotions. It's not easy, and it's not always simple, but we've assisted some pretty severe, challenging situations with people. It's just a matter of time when you're ready, after choosing one of your levels for a while, at least a year or two, and then you may be ready to pick it up a notch. Basically go into level 7 for a while, and really go for that deep purge. But you'll have some experiences, right? If you've been doing it for a while, for a year or two, on a week-to-week basis, and whatever you've chosen, you'll be more adapt to fasting and breaking the fast over and over again. It'll be more like a home feeling, more comfort feeling. If somebody who's never fasted and jumps on board and everything, yeah, it's all wonderful. And it's just, most people just don't do their homework, and then they leave behind everything that is available to them as far as the information and tools to help them. They leave it all behind when they break their long fasts, and they get themselves in trouble. No point in doing that. No point at all. Always wise to do the prudent thing. And the prudent thing is not always the easiest, right? But it may keep you alive. It may keep you alive. I've went through some pretty crazy stuff in all the years of fasting. And with the tools we have now, most of them are avoidable to some degree. For example, somebody just they start pushing their dry fast like crazy, and boom, it hits them. You don't know when, you don't know why, you don't know how. It just hit you like a ton of bricks. Severe situation that's very, very difficult to get out of, because we're talking about super glue obstructions. We're not talking about natural things. The modern man is not obstructed with natural things. They're obstructed with unnatural things at very high levels. And that's the challenge. That's the challenge. Arnold Laird was talking about 100 years ago, that it was, people were, loaded with drugs, and over 100 years ago, they didn't do anywhere near what's happening today. Right from when people are born, they're getting bombarded. Never mind before they're born, in their mother's womb, from the mother taking in, chemicals and or meds. The poor fetuses have to grow on that stuff and have that part of their structure. And of course, the fetuses have chosen that path for an experience, but just think of all that. When we can turn it all around on this planet and choose the path of peace, balance, and correct conduct with nature, how much of a better place would be? And my goodness gracious, it'd just be amazing, amazing place. Anyway, looks like nobody's got any questions, and we'll just wrap it up here. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good evening, Celine, or morning or afternoon, wherever you are. Everybody else, keep the plasma love always flowing, as we say. Let's continue to put our intent and emotion to peace, balance, correct conduct, and our intent and emotion in making a deposit into the Master Fast System bank, which is in the ether, plasma bank. It's not a physical bank, it's a bank in the ether where we make deposits and people can draw from it as need, knowingly or unknowingly, because there's just, the collective continues to deposits in this in the realm, in the Masterclass Plasma Bank, we continuously make deposits so that anyone can draw from that. And a lot of people are in need right now. So the more deposits we make, the better. And that's why we suggest every day at 4:32 a.m. and or p.m. if you want to do both, your local time, put an alarm and just close your eyes for 9 seconds, make a deposit. Thank you. Thank you, Divine Creator. Simple. Thank you for allowing me to make a deposit so that others may use that energy of Plaf so that it can bring balance to them, something like that. And you choose your words you want to use, and it's all wonderful and fine and dandy. So toodaloo, as they say. Have a good rest of your day or evening. Ciao.